Hello everyone and welcome to the digital realm. Welcome to the realm with me, Prowen. In this episode we're going to be going over Pinon's story from the Agents of Goddess event. In this story we're going over the 5 chapters of Pinon and her character story. Sit back and relax, hope you enjoy. Let's continue, shall we? Starting with episode 1. A short while prior to Pinon and Nevin visiting South Gristea, North Gristea, Trippo. Possible opinion reporting. What are your orders? Listen well. One of the 5 archangels, Sandalphon. Recently, we've received multiple reports of an informer in our ranks who has been leaking classified information. I have heard similar rumors. The dissident, right? Indeed. Our intelligence network has tracked his individual to a town called Muskov in the Osborne Principality. I want you to track them down and deal with the situation. And who will I be reporting to? This mission is yours alone, Apostle Pinon. You also need not await Gabriel's return. You mean you're giving me a solo assignment? I did not stutter. Now hurry to the site and see that her will is done. I expect great things from you. I love the eyes, how they like blink in with the yellow. By the goddess! By the goddess! No more am I merely a burden on my seniors. I finally have a mission of my own. This must mean my hard work has finally been recognized. I must ensure I live up to Sandalphon's expectations. Your young apostle is ready for whatever challenges may await her, Gabriel. I will make you proud. If I knew what we were doing siliquos today, I would have prepared something. Blah! Nevin! Yep, Papa Bear is here in all his strong and handsome glory. The wing of revelation, Apostle Nevin. Don't use your nonsense to hide the fact you snuck up on me. Such behavior is exceedingly rude. Pretty standard practice on the battlefield though, and your enemies won't give 2 rips if you think they're rude or not. You still got a long way to go, if I need to teach you that. If you don't shape up, Gabriel's never gonna think she can let go of her cute little bunny wabbit, huh? Oh, thank you to keep your opinions of my parental relationships out of your mouth. You and a man who is laziness incarnate has no right to judge me so. See? Cute. But listen, forget all that. I hear the big cheese is sending you out to Osborne. And what of it? Well, that just happens to be right in the neck of the woods where I'm heading. Yeah, I just got a mission myself. Some state-of-the-art magical weapon managed to walk away from a base. And what of that? You know, for a big smarty, you're awfully slow on the uptake sometimes. This is your first solo mission, yeah? So this is just me offering up a little welcome assistance. Eep, I mean, that is to say, while I appreciate your gesture, I simply couldn't ask that of you when I was ordered to pursue the mission alone. Listen, I get it. You've worked hard for this, and the last thing I want to do is dump a bucket of ice water on your big moment. But if things sound like they're gonna get rough, make sure you call me right away. Don't go getting all reckless on your first flight out of the nest, dig? Oh, and I'd love to avoid having to deal with any 4 alarm fires, so try to keep everything up on the up. Your lethargy would have you avoid 1 alarm fires if you could, but I shall still take your words to heart. I will not permit you to think of me as a cute bunny for the rest of your days. Bold words and a brave front for you, sure. But she has a habit of not being able to do her best when she tries too hard. I hope that need to succeed doesn't trip her up. Wow, this is Muskov? Which means the dissident should be here somewhere. It's a large town with an imposing cathedral, just as our intel suggested. Hustling and bustling. But it's the middle of the day. I don't see any children or elderly people about. There's something odd about this place. Chapter 2. Pinon arrives in Moskov, a town in Osborne Principality, and begins her mission to find the location of the church's descendant. Or descendant. Sorry to make you help out with the cleaning, traveller. I do not mind. I am the outsider who lost her way after all. Indeed, I certainly know what it's like to be lost in an unusual environment. Are you also a stranger to this town? I came here some 6 months ago, though that's not an unusual tale in these parts. Nearly all the townspeople moved here within the past 2 years. That seems odd for a town of this size. Yeah, Bishop Rolter has attracted a great number of new residents. He allows the people here to live far better lives than they have ever known. He sounds like a fine man. He is wonderful. So long as he is here, we can leave all our cares behind. A roof over our heads, bread on our plate, an honest day's work. All is provided for here in Moscow. It's a true paradise. And it is the bishop arranges for you? To have all these things? That's right. Oh, we're grateful to him. So we are. It's nothing like these fools who oversee the principality itself. Really? Speaking of which, it's time for the Bishop Rolter to bless us with his daily sermon. You should come lend your ear. Oh, children of Ilya, let us offer up a prayer to our beloved goddess in the heavens. We love you, Bishop Rolter. These people are near to a state of frenzy. She shall protect our paradise from our outside enemies. All her lost children will be saved in an equal measure. Now, all of you, help me! What was that? Oh no, it's coming this way. Everyone, get back! I'll handle it. Ha! She struck it down with a single blow. Clearly this is no ordinary traveller. Could she be? You there, bring that black-garbed lady to me, but I might bandy words with her. Yes, Bishop. Oh, we're getting a lot of cool backstory with this one. To the Agents of Goddess event itself. Osborne Territory, town of Vologin. Hey, we're working here. We don't have time to deal with the likes of you. Oof, that was a heavy one for Nevin. You didn't need to literally kick me out. Sheesh. They're a more disciplined bunch than I expected. Guilty consciences, maybe. Looks like there's something more to the disappearing weapon after all. Be that as it may, I can't force them to talk when I'm not confident it'll lead to an actual evidence. What to do? Hey, what are you doing? Huh? I was just trying to go to the mountain for an adventure. Let me go! Residents are not allowed to travel to the neighboring towns without permission. Now do as you're told and go back home. Whoa! Must be a lucky day. You okay, kid? All your bits and pieces in place? Yeah, thanks for catching me. Sure thing, but what's going on here? I had some business about permission to visiting a neighboring town. Yeah, all the dumb soldiers started saying stuff like that a little while ago. They say we can't go to the town across the mountain because the dead are summoning monsters or something. Monsters? Huh? Tell me more. I don't know anything, but all the adults keep talking about how monsters are coming. Huh? First, please permit me to thank you for protecting the people of this town earlier. I am honored you thought enough of it to permit me the audience, Bishop Rolter. Was there anything else you wished to speak with me about? Indeed, I have a request pertaining to the monster you repelled earlier. The monster? It is what we call the unknown creatures that began appearing in our humble town a short while ago. We are at an utter loss as to what to do about it. Even the strongest among us seem powerless against them. We were the verge of surrender when you appeared, and felled it with but a single blow. Clearly you were a warrior of most prodigious skill and talent. Well, it's true I've trained in the bow since I was little. Would you use your skill to aid us and defeat these monsters? Oh? Surely it is the providence of heaven that you have found your way to us. Your good work will be appreciated more than you can know. Please help us! Though I didn't come here to fight monsters, it could prove a useful chance to look into the bishop's movements. Very well, I accept your request. We are grateful beyond measure. Rest easy, I will give you my all to the cause of the peace in the town. And as she does so, we continue with chapter 3. We get some really cool backstory to the Agents of Goddesses event. After Pinon arrived in Muscov on a mission, she was attacked by a strange monster. She ended up agreeing to help the townspeople by subduing the beasts. Well, I've now visited every place these monsters were supposedly spotted. From what I've gathered, there are a great many of them, and they appear at random intervals from multiple directions. That's more or less the same thing the bishop told me, though I'm still not certain of this endgame in all of this. You seem to be working hard, traveller. How does your progress? Little yet to report, I fear. It is a shame, for I would like to free the townspeople from this threat as quickly as possible. You certainly are keen to help a bunch of strangers, aren't you? I seek to aid all people in trouble, as my seniors would do. Well now. But my hopes mean little without a firm action to back them up. If only I had something better to go on. Have you heard anything, sir? Any rumour, no matter how seemingly meaningless, might prove a vital clue. Well, I have heard of one thing. Tell me. Some folks say the monsters all go to a certain place after they attack us. Why did no one mention this to me before now? Fear stills their tongues. Fear that an outsider might upset the paradise Bishop Rolter has built here. Still, it's not right for hesitation to cause the kind soul like yourself such trouble. If you can keep my involvement secret, I'll show you where they gather. Come. Huh? Wait. I expected this gathering place to be further outside of town. It's definitely here. I saw them entering their lair. Myself, I watched them from a cave right over yonder. Grrr. One really showed up. Get behind me. Right. Grrr. What? How? It repelled my attack. And my second as well. This one's stronger than the other one, I thought. But it's my first real clue. I must capture it. Grrr. It deflected my attacks back at us. Eek! Grrr. Trying to capture this foe is folly. I must prioritize driving it off. Oh, Gabriel, lend me your strength. Sigil, unleash! I shall see her will done. Grrr. You scared it off. We should be safer now. Are you well, sir? Were you hurt? I think I'm... You're wounded. Hold as still as you can. I will send you back to town. Well, I've done it this time. Not only did I lose my chance to bring down the monster, I got someone hurt. What am I even doing here? I'm certain any of my seniors would have handled the whole situation magnificently, perhaps. This is just too much for me. Whoa, someone's looking low. Nevin! But how can this be? Are you a hallucination? A hallucination? I'm insulted. My apologies. Still, why are you here? Were you not investigating an incident in another town? Yeah, that didn't exactly go as so hot. I figured I'd pop by and see you, to switch things up a little bit. So even you run into difficulties from time to time? Spoiler alert, everyone does! But hey, let's talk shop for a hot sec. You've heard about the monsters, yeah? Yes, and you're causing me to no end of trouble. I took on a request to get rid of them, but I'm not making progress. The ones I encountered are not like the fiends of the south, but I am at a loss as to why these things are appearing here in the north. So you've already run into them, huh? Oh, and did you hear anything about monsters being summoned by the dead? Nothing like that, no. But there have been other points of interest I've uncovered during my investigation. The floor is yours. All the residents I spoke to in the course of my investigation have been in the prime of their years. I didn't speak to a single elderly person or child, and in fact, I suspect there may not be any in this entire town. The majority of the citizens migrated here because of an arrangement with the bishop, but that shouldn't account for such an unbalance in age. That, combined with the monsters, makes me believe we are dealing with more here than the simple dissident I was tasked with rooting out. Yeah, that's a weird one, alright. Still, it doesn't seem to be having anything to do with my case, I guess. Wait, hang on. No old people or kids, monsters, a missing weapon, and the dead? Oh, no way. Pinon, I need you to wait here for a bit. Wait, just stand there, cool? What? Why? I've got something I need to look into over in the neighbouring town. If it goes well, I think we can wrap our missions up at the same time. So just trust Bubba Bear on this one, okay? At least tell me what is going on. Bah. I think he owes me an explanation if this has something to do with my mission. But he did not offer one, nor did he offer to bring me with him. It seems I'm more of a burden than I thought. I suppose I'll just have to stay here like a good little bunny and... Wait. I know that voice. So you failed to take care of her. Forgive me, Bishop Rosa. I would accept any punishment. Your punishment comes later. If even the one in the nest has failed, we'll need to take different measures. Come. It's the bishop, and the man I was speaking with earlier. What could they be up to at this late hour? I'm sorry, Nevin, but I am an apostle, and I will not simply loiter about and wait for you to save the day. This time, I will live up to the expectations placed upon me and see my mission through. And with that, we go into chapter 4, as this thing really is leading into what we just went over in the events of Angels of Goddess. This is a really cool prequel. Everything is in place, Father. Then we begin at once. They both disappeared into that rock. Clearly, any paradise preached by a shady character like him is... No. Right now, I've other matters to deal with. Finally, a chance to put my training for opening secret doors to use. In I go. What is this? There are no delays in preparation, I trust. None, Father. The monster's maintenance has been completed as you commanded. We must eliminate all outsiders who would threaten us. This is for the sake of our paradise. Understood? All shall be as you will, it, Father. So many monsters. And those townspeople, they must all be... No. Whatever the situation may be, my duty is clear. After all, I expect great things from you. She's the first to expect great things from me, and I will not let her down. Seagull, unleash! All of you, surrender immediately, and put your hands in the air. Of all the... I'm sorry, it had to come to this, Bishop. Rhoda, I heard a great many compliments about you from the people of our town. But it's what I see here, the truth of you. These monsters are all under your control, yes? There can be no disassembling your way out of this. A normal bishop would never be in such a place at this hour. Sigil, then you are an apostle? Bah, your kind is no better than a dog that comes running whenever your angel master calls. And what if I am? If you were truly such, it is all the more reason I cannot permit you to live. I feel the time for subtlety is past. Time to hunt Alpha! What? Oh my days. Eek! You took an enemy from the strongest, attack from the strongest, yet still draw breath. You're an apostle indeed, a fact. I should have known after you drove my monsters hence twice. Then that means the monsters in town and the cave were both your doing. Yes, all who come to ferret out the secrets of Moskov are to be eaten by monsters, for no sacrifice is too dear if it permits our paradise to continue. As an apostle, even your corpse carries significant value. The armed forces of the Osborne Principality have already sworn to meet any price in exchange for it. Compared to the pittance I earn selling small bits of information on the church, it will be an incomparable amount. So you are the informant. No, it knocked my bow away. It seems the army's technological prowess has surpassed the sacramental powers of the church. An apostle, no. But without your weapon, you are as good as dead. But this monster is wondrous. The day of my rise to papal status is close. At hand indeed. I shall certainly have to thank the military. The goddess will never stand for such a thing. Oh, but she shall, for only you have gleaned you my secrets, and your pitiful life ends here. Destroy her, Alpha. But do it quickly, that she may go peacefully into the arms of the goddess. Well, that's quick. On to chapter 5 and the final chapter of Pinon. Her story. The prequel to the Ancients of the Goddess. Though these may be my final moments, I will still fight, for there is someone who expects greatness from me. I'm sorry, Mama, but I am an apostle. Please forgive me for doing this without your permission. Grant me strength, O Sigil! What are you doing, you foul creature? Your foe is unarmed. Kill her! Unfortunately for you, so long as life beats in my breast, my arrow shall strike true, and fill my resolve. Ha! Hey, don't get all hot and bothered risking your life against a scrub like this. It's Nevin! Nevin? Looks like Papa Bear showed up just in time once again. You really should try rolling with the flow instead of this whole staking my life on the last effort gambit thing. You know, that'll make your Mama Gabriel do more than just cry. But Still, I can see how determined you are. If I let a good one like you die without stepping in, it would haunt me for the rest of my days. You? Are you an associate of the Apostle? Nice to meet you, Pops. I'm the bigger, more grown-up model of an Apostle. So, What are you planning to do with my little bunny junior here? Oh, and that's not actually a question, because I've already figured out your entire scheme. So maybe just spare us the trouble and come quietly, okay? What? Nani? See? I was looking for the missing magical weapon, and I keep hearing rumors about dead people summoning monsters. And why, I wondered where those rumors spreading so far. So being a curious fellow, I hoofed it over here to Muskov. That's when I learned some juicy tidbits from my junior, who was looking into this town's secrets. Tidbits about the kind of folks who will live here. You mean about how there were no children or elderly? Yep. Turns out there's a whole bunch of people in the prime of their life who have died in nearby towns of late. So, all the people who moved here are dead, or at least the paperwork says they are. The majority of them are actually criminals who were imprisoned on military bases throughout the region. The bishop used his authority to commute these sentences and guarantee them a new life in return for absolute obedience, then had them recorded as dead. Pretty slick. It would be no easy feat to fill an entire city of this size with residents, but with the backing of the principality, it would be possible. And in return for said backing, you sold them church secrets. Your behavior is unworthy of adherence to the goddess. And that's not all. He's also involved in the theft of the magical weapon. It was part of the process he used to create these monsters. They're a fusion of fiend and magical weapon. How did you learn all that? I had a hunch. I'd get what I wanted, so I employed a little persuasion with some of the soldiers in the neighbouring town. Please say you didn't harm them. No, well, not enough to make the big lady upstairs angry anyway. Anyway, they told me everything I wanted to know about Bishop Scuzzbag here. So, how did I do, Father? Close? And if you have stumbled on the truth, what of it? Surely you are well aware that I still haven't plenty of weapons with which to silence your ever-flapping gums. If this girl isn't anything to go by, the power of apostles is trivial at best. You're no match for my monsters. If both of you are bound with a death, and all of you have accomplished, is that I will be twice the richer for it. Rise, Alpha! Grrr. Pinon, look out! Eek! Nevin! And with that, your brave partner has fallen, and do not mourn over much. You will join him before long. Why? Why would you protect a pathetic bungler like me? Because taking that thing down ain't my job today. It's yours. What? Papa Bear was so tired from gathering all the evidence, he decided to take a rest and leave this to you. Now, go get him. You can do anything if you try, so get out there and believe in yourself. I expect great things from you. Nevin, Right then, I will do this. I beat you, oh goddess! Alpha, separate her head from her shoulders and stop her pathetic mumbling. Grant unto me the power of Gabriel, the angel of your divine majesty. I am Pinon, the wing of purity. I am one hand of the goddess, and I shall see her will done. No! This concludes my report on my mission. Bishop Rota was put to trial for his heresy, and a new priest was dispatched to Muskov. Further, if you do not mind my saying so, I feel the church should send a stern warning to Osborne Principality. You have done well, Pinon. Dismissed. Ma'am? Wow, that was quick. All summed up a little bit right there. Well, I suppose there's a whole event on it. Hey, Pinon, finished with the reports? Just now, yes. And thank you again for what you did before. Are you better? It wasn't even that bad to begin with. Plus, you did a hell of a job protecting me. You had the situation firmly in hand, yet gave me all the credit. Did I? Yeah, I don't know. Details. Anywho, How's it feel to be done with the whole first mission thing? You believe in yourself more now. I do, thanks to your teachings. That is why I will continue to believe in myself, and also why I want to continue investigating this matter personally. Even if the bishop is sent to face trial, I suspect the collusion may be bigger than just him. Where there is one treacherous snake, there may well be others. I possess the power to find those answers and plan to see it done. So, yes. Don't go dying on me just yet. I'm actually impressed right now. Still, I'm sure my other Sirius Jr. will gallantly ride to my rescue if I ever get in a hot water. Then I shall work hard to ensure I'm always ready for that moment. Next time, it will be I who saves the day and explains all to you. Just you wait. Aww. That was cool. What do you think of that, everyone? That was Pinon's story, which turned out to be a prequel to the Ancients of Goddess event storyline. And we have the Wing of Purity achievement unlocked. But I hope you enjoyed that, everyone. This has been the second of the character stories as we go through. The next one will be Ramil. I would love to hear from you in the comments below on what character stories you would like to see as we continue on with the character stories in each event, in the campaign, and those that have been added to the game. I think you all have been absolutely fantastically awesome as you always are. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you again in the realm, again real soon. Until then, Njane, and bye everyone.